Hi Libra, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And this month we have 2 eclipses and another new moon at the end of the month in Gemini. We have a new moon eclipse in Taurus at the end of April, which is going into May. And for the next 6 months we'll have that energy. And then we have a full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and that will be on the 15th or 16th, depending on where you live. And then we have Venus, Mars, and Jupiter moving into Aries, and a Mercury retrograde. So it's going to be 1 step forward, 2 steps back, like driving with the brakes on. Anyway, I'll get into the astrology later. Let's see what the cards say about love and relationships for Libra. What does Libra need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2022? What is coming up for Libra in terms of love and relationships? Libra, sun, moon, or rising. Possibly Venus. So let's see. What messages do we have for Libra? Three of Swords. 4 of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. The Tower in the past. The Chariot. The Justice card. 10 of Swords. The 8 of Wands. The 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So this is interesting. So you're starting out the month with the 3 of Swords. That's a card of heartache. I feel like you're still healing from something that ended in the past. The Tower is here. That was like a very traumatic ending. And you have the 10 of Swords here, which is like... The good thing about the 10 of Swords is, and the Tower is in the past, is that the worst is over. And now you have the 4 of Cups in the present, which is a card of, like, I'm not really happy with my current situation, but I'm not ready to change it just yet. And here's this cup. Someone is offering you love, but you're not sure if you want it. You're not sure if it's right for you. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the past. That could be an earth sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign. You also have the Ace of Wands, so I feel like there's a potential for a new beginning, but you're still kind of clearing out old energy from a past heartache or a past ending, a past traumatic experience. You have the Chariot coming up here in the future with the Justice card. The Chariot is a card of, it could be a card of travel. Sometimes the Chariot card can represent the sign of Cancer. So you could be dealing with Cancer. With the Pentacles, you could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Chariot's about success through discipline and focus. So you might be keeping yourself busy with like a million irons in the fire, not really focusing on where you want to go or what you want to do. Maybe you're trying to avoid dealing with a past hurt. And so you're just not really focusing on any one person. You're just kind of just doing a bunch of things and just trying to figure it all out. Like, I don't think you're ready for love just yet. You're not accepting love. You're not letting love come in. For some of you, you might have ended a relationship and you're still feeling the loss or the sorrow from that. A part of you realizes, you have the 10 of Swords, that, the worst is over, that, you can't give it any more energy. It's like the ending. But Justice is in the future. Justice means it can represent karma. So it could be that you went through a karmic situation with someone and now it's over and you're kind of released from that past karma. You've gone through that experience and now you're free to have a new beginning. Justice can represent a favorable outcome if you have a legal situation. Like, so if you're in a marriage and it's breaking up, Justice can mean, and you may feel like you've been treated unfairly, Justice can say, there will be a fair outcome. No matter what's going on, there will be justice. The Eight of Wands is here in your environment. That's a card of, news coming in, doors opening up. So I feel like whatever the Tower has taken away, that you may be feeling residual energies from that, but it's over. Like, it really is. Truly the worst is over, and you can put the past behind you. The Eight of Wands brings new opportunities. Sometimes it could be the arrows of love. So there could be a potential new relationship on the horizon, but when you're ready for it. I don't know that you're actually ready. You have the Ten of Wands too, so you've been working really hard. You might be carrying a heavy burden. You can put that burden down. Your wish fulfillment, you have the Ten of Wands in the wish fulfillment sector. So the Ten of Wands is like working hard toward a goal, carrying a lot of responsibility. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you've been so focused on work, with the Chariot, that you really don't have time for love. But you're coming to the end of that hard, work period. You have these two tens here. That's ending. So the difficulties are ending. You may have one more hurdle to overcome. You have the Nine of Wands here as an outcome card. The Nine of Wands it's kind of like being battle weary. So you're waiting it's like you've been struggling toward this goal and you're not seeing results. And you're thinking, maybe I should just give up. Maybe it's been a difficult road and you just don't have the energy to go any further. I mean, especially with this Ten of Swords, you may be feeling like, I just can't give this any more energy. So especially if it's a relationship that's taken a lot out of you, you may be like, I'm ready to just quit. But the Nine of Wands is telling you things are not over yet. You have one, you might have to deal with one more thing before you can actually put everything away, before you can actually be done. With the Ten of Wands in the reading, you really want to be over with this. You want to be done with this. But I feel like there's a couple of loose ends that need to be tied up before you can put the past behind you. But the hopeful thing is you have this Ace of Wands here. So there is potential for a new beginning. This is March, April, May. So possibly this month. It might have already started in April. Something may have, you may have had an opportunity for a new beginning that started in April, but it's going to grow over May, or things may start to happen over May. But it's really up to you, because you're the one who's sitting here on the fence, not accepting, not being open to love. So you have to decide, am I really done with the past? Can I put that behind me? Am I ready to receive love? Because love is there for you. Maybe you need to schedule some downtime. Maybe you've been working too much. I feel like you have too many irons in the fire, and you need to kind of cut out some of these things and really focus on what you really want in a relationship, or for your life, even in a career situation. And don't waste your energy. Conserve your energy for the goals that are important, and cut out some things that are distracting, that are keeping you away from what you want to achieve. Sometimes when the Nine of Wands comes up, it could bring a relationship from the past that you thought was done, and it may come back, for another round, or something you thought you had resolved in the past. It could be a legal situation, or it could be some kind of relationship issue. It comes back to be dealt with. Maybe you felt like, I'm done with this relationship, and then the person, pops back up, and you have to, it kind of opens up old wounds. Whatever it is, though, you're getting close to the end of a difficult time. So keep that, as an encouragement. Don't give up on your goal, your dream, and don't feel like you're always going to feel this way, overburdened, carrying this heavy heartache and carrying this heavy load. It's coming to an end, and there is potential for a new beginning. So let's see what the fairy cards have to say. A lot of times with justice in the reading, it could be a karmic situation, that you had some kind of karma to complete within a relationship, and now it's ending. I feel like even if you felt like you were treated unfairly, it's over. It's coming to an end, and you paid your dues, and now you're due for some new energy or karmic reward to come into your life. So let's see. What do the fairies want to say to Libra? Vacation. Okay. Vacation. You need a break from routines and stressful situations. This card urges you to take time for yourself so that you can rest and renew. The fairies take regular vacations, traveling to distant fairy glens. They know and respect the value of a change of scenery. By drawing this card, you are strongly counseled to do the same for yourself. A vacation doesn't need to take a lot of time or money. Instead, it means just getting away from mundane concerns and demands. Even one night at a local hotel, leaving your cell phone at home, can be therapeutic. Think of a vacation as an investment in yourself and your future. All living beings need to rest in order to operate at maximum efficiency. After your vacation, your mood and energy levels will be renewed. You'll have better access to creative ideas. And your positive demeanor will attract wonderful new people and opportunities into your life. Don't procrastinate when it comes to taking a vacation. Make definite plans today. And your affirmation for this month is, I give myself permission to regularly rest and relax, knowing that by being revitalized, I am happier and more productive. So that kind of goes with the Ten of Wands, because I feel like you've really been overworked and overwhelmed. So you need to give yourself time off, and allow love to come into your life. If you're always working or you're always busy with projects, you're not giving yourself enough time to allow those relationships. You know, we have to make room for love in our lives. We have to make room for joy and for other people. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So we have this new moon eclipse in your 8th house. That's the house of money, but it's a house of transformation. It's the house of resources or money that we get from others. So it could be an insurance payout, debts, taxes, inheritance. So something unexpected might be happening in that area of your life, because this new moon eclipse, it's a solar eclipse, so it represents a new beginning, potential for a new beginning. And it's conjunct Uranus, the planet of surprise and unexpected things. And this moon is sextile Mars in your 6th house, so there could be some unexpected thing happening in your work environment. And I think it's positive, but it's going to be surprising. You also have Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune in your 6th house. So I feel like that could bring some unexpected positive energy and opportunity. You could be offered a new job that pays more, and now you can pay off debts or something like that. You could be getting along better with clients or colleagues. And this is going to have a positive effect on your home life too, because you have Neptune is sextile Pluto, and so is Jupiter in your 4th house. And that's the house of home. Pluto is retrograding, so there could be something that has to happening around home and family that you thought you had resolved that comes back up to be dealt with again. Mercury moves into Gemini at 0 degrees, and that's in your 9th house. So it's a good time for communication. It's a good time to... the 9th house is the house of publishing. It's the house of communication. It's the house of travel. It's the house of higher education. So some of you might decide to book a trip, get out of town. You might be going back to school or taking some classes to, improve your skills. And if you're older and you're the one with the wisdom, you could be teaching based on what you know. If you're signing any contracts, it's possible that you could be signing a contract at this time, because Mercury is trining Pluto. And Pluto's in the 4th house. So you might be thinking about, do you want to move? Do you want to fix up your house? There's a lot to think about with this. Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune are all in Pisces. They're going to be moving into Aries. But for now, they're in Pisces at this new moon eclipse. And Pluto has just gone retrograde. So when a planet goes retrograde, it has you rethinking things. So you might be going over things, rethinking things from your past, your childhood, your home life, your family. Maybe there are certain issues that pop back up around an inheritance or around money that you have to deal with, some kind of insurance issue. So Mercury goes retrograde also. It's retrograding from in Gemini. And Gemini is in your 9th house. And it goes back into Taurus, into your 8th house. So when Mercury retrogrades, it can bring people back from the past. It can be issues So it's going to be going from 9th back into the 8th during May. And so you might have to deal with some financial issues that you thought were resolved, and you might have to rethink them or tweak them. If you have a plan in place, maybe renegotiate a contract that has to do with money, maybe your salary or or some type of financial benefit that's coming your way. Then we have the lunar eclipse, which is a full moon eclipse in Scorpio on May 15th or 16th, depending on where you live. It's either the night of the 15th or the early morning of the 16th. And for you, that's across your money house. So whatever financial things, if you've been working on something involving finances, it's going to come to completion around this moon. Now, the only problem is this moon is squaring Saturn in the 5th house. So you might have some issue come up around a creative project, or it could be around a child. Maybe one of your children needs money and you have to work something out with them. Because Saturn represents a blockage. And the 5th house it's the fun house. It's the romance house. So maybe you're so busy with work and you're so busy solving this financial problem, you don't have the time or the money to let romance in your life. But Pluto is trining this moon. So Pluto is giving you a positive influence. Your life is transforming. You have the opportunity to change at deep levels. And maybe what this moon is allowing you to do is really look at your self-worth and what you value. And especially you might want to consider your childhood programming. Like, have you been getting what you deserve in life? Are you settling for too less? Are you not valuing yourself? Are you allowing people to take advantage of your kindness? If you need to speak up about getting paid what you're worth, this could happen around this full moon because it's Scorpio, so you have to go deep. And full moons usually shine a light on things. They bring things to the surface. So if anything was being hidden, it's going to come out now. And that could be, you just see certain things. You see certain truths. And you can also fix anything. But you have to go deep. You have to not be afraid to face things that are deep within yourself. And you have the opportunity to transform at this time. You have a lot of energy at this full moon. Venus is in Aries, and it's conjunct Chiron in Aries, and Jupiter moves into Aries, and it's at the 0 degree point in Aries, in your 7th house. So there's a strong opportunity for a new relationship or new partnerships. The 7th house is the house of committed partnerships. It's also the house of business partnerships. And with Chiron, with Venus there, Venus and Jupiter, it's bringing love and abundance and money. If you're meeting anyone, you're going to meet someone who's financially stable. But there's also Chiron there. So there's something that you need to heal. Some healing has to happen around a partnership. Maybe if you're having some type of closure in a relationship where you apologize or you talk about things, you allow yourself to be vulnerable. But you also, because of the Aries energy, you have the opportunity for a new beginning and to go off in a new direction in love. So I feel, and that's also this Ace of Wands here. I feel like you have the potential for a new beginning in a partnership, but you have to heal certain things within yourself first. So you have to, do the healing and release the past. Then we have the new moon in Gemini, and that's favorable to your sign, Libra. And the new moon in Gemini is in the 9th house. And it is sextile Chiron in the 7th house. So there could be and Mars at this point, Mars and Jupiter are in your 7th house. So you're really you might take action toward the end of the month. Decide like, okay, I'm going to go for it. You might be, working on self-healing around relationships. And you might decide the 9th house is the house of traveling. Maybe you go on vacation, you meet someone on vacation. Or you decide to connect with someone who's very different from you. Because the 9th house is also the house of getting out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your normal pattern and connecting with people from different cultures, different belief systems. It's like expanding your horizons, expanding your consciousness. And you have an opportunity, especially Gemini. This is a communication moon, and it's in one of your houses of communication. So it's time to reach out and break out of your comfort zone, break out of your habit. You have Jupiter and Mars supporting this new moon from your 7th house. So if you take action, you could bring in an exciting new partnership, but it's a sextile aspect, so you have to take action. It's not going to happen miraculously. You have to do something to profit from this abundance and this opportunity. Mercury is still trining Pluto. Mercury now is retrograde in your 8th house, and it's trining Pluto in your 4th house. Again, that's like about going back and renegotiating or rethinking your financial situation. Maybe you have to tweak some things, especially if the 8th house has to do with taxes. You might have to redo something with taxes or bills or some kind of debt you have to pay off. But Pluto gives you the power to resolve it. Then we have Venus. Venus is forming a out of sign square to Pluto, and Venus is your ruling planet. It's also in the 8th house. So there could be some power struggles around money. And don't fall for anyone's manipulation. There could be a family member that's playing the victim or trying to manipulate you around some kind of money issue. So you may have to deal with that. But for the most part, your partnership house has a lot of positive energy in it. And there's a positive energy for any new beginning around partnerships. And especially if you connect with someone at this new moon, you're going to have a lot that you can talk about. It's going to be a meeting of the minds. And it's going to feel different. It'll be like a new, branching out into a new area, like a new type of partnership. And that could be both professional and also personal. Saturn is in your 5th house, so it's still giving you, you have a lot of work. You may feel like I'm too busy to have romance and fun. I don't have time for fun. But you have to schedule downtime. You have to schedule time for fun. You can't be all work and no play, or it's not good. You're gonna get burnt out, and then you won't be good for anyone. So I feel like this month, it's a time of putting down your burdens. It's a time of scheduling some fun time, and be ready for some new energy to come in. And, heal from the past, release the past, anything that's blocking you from having a new start. Because the opportunity is there, you just have to accept it and take action. So that's my forecast, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, leave a comment. That's how you support my channel. Also, subscribe if you want to hear future videos. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, thank you for everyone who's been supporting the channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. So have a wonderful May, and don't be afraid to let something new come into your life this month. There could be a lot of surprises, a lot of changes, but also a lot of healing and the potential for growth. So enjoy May, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye.